We're doing it. Welcome to Vinyl Reckoning. My name is Matt.
I'm Stacy.
So we're going to talk about some stuff. So say you have a giant collection. Ours isn't that giant. But say you have a decent amount of records.
Say you got a little collection.
And you start to realize that maybe you bought stuff because of FOMO, fear of missing out. I learned that like last year.
Wow.
We're doing great. But say then you have stuff in your collection that you're like, I don't really listen to this anymore, or I've never listened to this.
Right.
And you want to sell your records.
Or in my case, it's sealed.
It's still sealed. We opened that last one. Good job. We did it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks.
There are two basic options to sell your records. One is online, Facebook Marketplace, Discogs, eBay, Facebook groups. And the other option is trading in your records to your local record store. We're going to talk about those two options. Find out which is the best for us.
Okay.
Because recently we've done both.
Yeah.
So we'll give you a report. Yeah. Stay tuned to the end for that. We're going to start with selling online and what that looks like for us. We don't really sell on Discogs or eBay, so we're definitely not the authority on that.
Yeah, not really.
Not really.
I sold like once on Discogs.
Yeah, and same. Once or twice on Discogs years ago, and once or twice on eBay, even
way longer ago.
Way longer ago.
Yes.
It's been 84 years.
Facebook groups are a real easy way to just like get rid of records that you're trying to sell, whether it's a high ticket item, low ticket item.
Right.
It doesn't really matter. Let's get into the pros of that. You're sort of cutting out the middleman. No one's trying to buy those records off you to resell them.
Right.
They're buying them because they want them.
Yeah, and I feel like the groups are more targeted to the type of people that, want to buy those types of records.
So more money right off the bat.
Right. Like the community, like getting to know people, maybe you can like make a friendship out of, selling a record to somebody.
Creating friendships.
Yeah, creating a friendship.
I used to be a member of these vinyl record boards online, and I've actually made some lifelong friendships.
Did we just become best friends?
The money's in my bank account or it's in cash in a drawer, specifically to fund growing this collection.
Right. You just put it right back into it.
Sell 4 or 5 high ticket items. You can probably add like 10 new ones.
Right.
Depending.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's 24/7.
Yeah. There's no operating hours.
There's no operating hours, so you're not beholden to the hours of a record store.
Right.
Someone wants to message you at 10 p.m., not us, because we go to bed at like 8:30.
Right. We'll answer you at 6
At 6 a.m. when you're asleep. But it doesn't close, right?
Right.
Hey, I want to buy this, cool, PayPal me. Here's my PayPal address.
Yeah.
And the money's in your account. That's a good place to end on the pros for selling online. There's many more. I'm sure your list is bigger, but these are the ones we wanted to focus on. It kind of leads us into the cons, right? The things that aren't so great about selling online.
You have to have a box and the tape and all that to package it and bring it to the post office or FedEx or whatever you decide to do.
I have you write the address because I have the handwriting of a 4-year-old. And then I gotta wait for, a specific time where I'm able to go to the post office or you're able to go to the post office. So right now there's probably a stack of 3 or 4 records right there. It's ready to go out tomorrow. Record collectors are very particular people.
Right.
So when I grade a record, it might be different than someone else would grade it, right? So if I have like a near mint record or what I consider a near mint record, someone else might be a little bit more particular than me and be like, not as advertised, I want my money back, right?
And or, shipping damages.
Yeah, that happens too. You're responsible for getting that record to that person.
Yeah.
So there's a lot kind of resting on your shoulders.
use common sense because, you know.
If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is.
Right.
Especially in the collecting world. Whatever you collect.
Yeah.
Video games, records, precious moment ceramics, I don't know.
They might be very precious indeed when it comes to your wallet.
If you sell on eBay or Discogs, I think both of them just up their fees. Then you got to deal with PayPal fees because when that money comes in your account, PayPal takes a cut.
Yep.
Direct PayPal is a little bit less in fees. So if you're selling on a Facebook marketplace group and they send you that money, it's not filtering through eBay and it's not filtering through Discogs. It's just going straight to your PayPal account. So you're going to pay a little bit less.
Right.
So we've been selling records for the past few days. Kind of went through my collection, realized I wasn't much of a soundtrack guy. I'm more of a movie score type of person. So I started selling them. I haven't sold all of them. I've sold 3, I think, so far.
I made you put one back because I was like, no, I like that one.
And we're gonna talk about a trade later. With the records I've sold, I profited about $200 in the bank, some cash, some my actual bank. But that's 2.5 days of work. That's why I already know I'm more partial to our next option. There's probably about 5 record stores we visit on a regular basis,
Yeah.
2 of which we've traded into.
Yeah. And 2 of which we like to trade into because of their amazing selections.
So our go-to is Sorry State.
Yeah.
100%.
We love Sorry State. Always gush about Sorry State. Yeah.
All I have to do is grab my little bag that I carry my LPs in, pack up what I want to sell, bring it to them within an hour. They'll give us a price. I've never really negotiated, but you can.
Right.
It's quick. You don't have to think about it. Very rarely do I trade in like heavy hitters, but this time around I wanted to see. And it was interesting because the records I traded in don't really fall into what they normally sell. And I know for a fact they'll underprice them in their store as well.
Right. Going into the store so often, like we're on first name basis with people at Poorhouse and Sorry State.
Yeah.
You know?
Dom and Rachel.
Yeah, it's like nice.
There's a trust level there.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like Dom has always said, every record you bring in is super clean and well taken care of. So I'm more likely to get a better price.
Right. And then he knows, like, most likely it's going right back into that store.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't mind maybe trading in a heavy hitter or 2, knowing I'm going to get 40 to 60% of its actual value, knowing that, 1, someone's going to find it in their store and be hyped on it.
Yeah.
And it's going to help them make money.
For sure. It's great.
So yeah, supporting a local record store is huge. We do it every chance we get. That's why we always buy the T-shirts when we do our store visits, because they don't make much money off new records. Their money is in used and like merch sales. Don't get me wrong, there are shady retailers everywhere that'll maybe you'd be like, I know this is a first pressing, and they will be like, well, no, it's not a first pressing, it's a reissue. We'll give you $10 when it's worth like 60.
You kind of, you know, if you go into a record store and you like the vibe and you like the people there and stuff, you're not going to go to a record store that you don't necessarily want to return to. And
We got a few of those.
yeah, they need to make money.
They need to make money too. As long as you're willing to accept that, like you're not going to get $100 for that $100 record.
Right.
You're going to get 40 to 60% of that value, depending on shape. And realistically, depending on what the shop sells, right?
Yeah.
Like I've been told, it's like, hey, we're not going to, I know it goes for 150 on Discogs. We're not going to sell it for 150 because it's not really our demographic and we want to be able to move it. So they might sell it for 80.
For sure.
So realistically, I'll get $30 for that $150 record if you think about it, right?
And I mean, you like it. You like the record store. Someone else that's like-minded and likes, you know, that's going to go and just be pumped that, you know,
Yeah.
I found this at such a great deal. Right? Or to shop around while they're like, you know, going through the records you're trading in. You're already spending it before you get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Do not copy my butt.
we're here to tell you you don't have to do that.
Yeah, and then it's also, yeah, it's okay because obviously that's what it's going to in the long run.
Yeah.
But like you want to kind of wait it out. You might like find something later on.
We're early risers.
We are. We like to wake up early and go to bed early.
We're halfway through our day by the time most of the record stores open.
Yeah, that's true.
We're up at 5:30. We're doing the things.
We're running errands as soon as.
I wouldn't say
place-
5:30, but yeah.
Yeah, no. As soon as places open, we're out. And record stores tend to like open a little later. It's kind of like a local thing. Like I get it, you know, like not every, most of, I feel, the general public don't go to bed at like 7:30, 8 o'clock.
So let's go over what we got with this round of trade-in. Again, packed up the records, brought them in within an hour and a half. We had an offer. So we got $150 in credit. First thing I picked up was just a rush of nostalgia when I found it in the used section.
Right.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He's the DJ. I'm the rapper. It was huge. I remember listening to Nightmare on My Street when I was a kid and being like, oh, it's like horror themed, but it's rap music.
Love it.
It's a fun record.
Yeah, nostalgia ridden.
Yeah, I mean, if you forget the bad things that Mr. Smith has done, and you can look at this with a light heart and an open mind, it's great.
Okay,
That was rude. The other thing I picked up with our store credit is the complete opposite. I picked up the Rites of Spring self-titled. This is a sort of an original pressing. This is the second run of the original pressing from 1985, which you can tell that because it says full-length stereo LP, $6, post-paid from Discord. The original press said $5, and then a few other presses said like $5 and $12. It's an awesome record. If you haven't listened to Rites of Spring, definitely check that out.
So I like going through the whole like what's poppin' and their new used arrivals at Sorry State. Like that little section is my favorite, and that's where I go first and I start digging. So like I kind of went back to this after I saw it to begin with, and I was like, yeah, I actually want that. It's pretty cool. I got the Amy Winehouse. It's the ska collection.
So it's a bootleg.
Yeah, which I
is
didn't know
cool.
at first, but then after I was like, whatever, it's fine. I kind of don't care. I think I kind of like ska music a little bit, and I love Amy Winehouse.
You're saying to yourself, but Matt and Stacy, there's no way 3 records cost $150. It didn't.
No way, Jose.
No way, Jose. What? We also got ourselves $62 in physical credit.
Yeah,
Not
like
money,
a little card.
not rupees. So we will save that for a couple of weeks from now when we head back out there when their stock starts to recycle a little bit more.
Exactly.
And hopefully I can find some good stuff.
Right.
I like trading in because I like digging. I'm not desperate for the most amount of money I can get from these records. So to help out a local record store, although, I do like money, but to help out a local record store and find some cool stuff within there is always a good time for me.
Yeah, I like trading in as well. I think there's also like it kind of weighs on like what it is sometimes, and then also if you don't sell it online, it's like a backup as well, trading in. So it's like, so you can put it online, sell 1 or 2, and then, okay, well, the last 3, I can just go trade those in. So it's like a little bit of best of both worlds. Support your local record store because that's important. We need more of them and we need them to stay. And that also includes like taking care of yourself and each other.
For Vinyl Reckoning, my name is Matt.
I'm Stacey.
Y'all be easy. Have a good night.
Bye.